Hey everybody, it's The Shape and I'm at a real haunted location and none of my footage is faked nor staged. There's real spirits in here and I've got a bad feeling. I feel like something's watching me, as if something is approaching me. Oh my goodness, what is it? Oh, something pushed my body up. Oh, it did it again. Guys, I told you. There's something in here. I am not kidding you, man. Hey everybody, it's The Shape, back to another video. Urbex Hill, I saw your comment. Little man. I saw it. And props to you, because a lot of ghost hunters, they won't even come here and explain anything. So, you did. So, that deserves props on itself, little guy. But you're in The Shape's house now, baby. Okay, little man? And, you know, what I say on here goes. Okay, little guy? You get it? So you shut your mouth, okay? Shut up. You're in my house. You're in my house, little guy. You little. Let's get into the video.
It's probably not a good idea to be.
Oh my God. Wow. Whew, that's a big old boy. Oh my goodness. I mean, fee, fi, fo, fum. What beanstalk did you fall from? Wow. Ooh. Keep rolling the video, I guess. Begin to regret everything I said.
Be back here after what happened last time. I got the same setup, the same IR camera set up. And,
Well, I'm going to be real. I love that shirt. That shirt is awesome. I like that cartoon character. I've never seen a shirt like that, right? I'm also going to be real when I tell you that is one scary looking individual. And why he would be wearing a shirt like that, I have no idea. But what I will say is this dude is about scary enough to where even the cartoon character on his shirt's going to take off running.
see if I can catch anything else. So I'm back. Wish me luck.
Well, mister, you do what you got to do. Like I said, Shape's in the house now. You don't want to mess with me, like I said, Urbex Hill. You don't know who you messing with. I'm deep in the street. You better check my police record.
I'm back. This is probably a very bad idea. I got my IR camera set up downstairs, just like last time.
I've been on YouTube for over 4 years now. I've talked to fake ghost hunters, real ghost hunters, and all in between. Ones that I thought were real that turned out to be fake and whatever. And the reason I want you to use your critical thinking real quick. Now, I want you to think about this real quick. What are the odds, pretty much, you don't have to be exact, but what are the odds that you catch a EVP on your camera, not a recorder, but your actual filming camera, that you can hear, and Class A, that you can hear and it's perfect? Everybody knows what it says. Not what you think it hears, but what it says. What are the odds you catch a crisp EVP like that? I mean, the odds aren't like real good that you'll catch it, but it's possible, right? Okay, what's the odds that you'll catch a mist coming out of the ground? See, that would be probably a little more difficult, I would say. But what are the odds that you would catch one in the video? Slim, but hey, it's possible, right? Okay, what are the odds that a spirit runs at you, knocks you 5 feet backwards, and you weigh 300 pounds like this guy does of solid muscle? What are the odds that happens? Now, I'd say some of you are thinking, that's not very likely, but it could happen. Okay, that's fair. Okay, what are the odds that you catch the holy grail of paranormal? Full-bodied apparition. And I ain't talking about a big blob of mist. I'm talking about you could tell it's a human. And it's perfect. What are the odds you catch that on camera? Now, I've talked to a lot of paranormal investigators that have done it for years and never caught one. Ever. Not even close. But there's even a percentage that you'll catch it, right? Now, what are the odds that you catch all that in one video? Think about it. Because he did, Mr. Urbex Hill.
What was that? Okay, I heard something. Oh, man. I'm really freaking myself out.
You want some of this Urbex Hill? You want some? Oh, crap. Camera's on.
Feet. This is right where I was throwing up. I wonder what was over there that's bricked off now.
I just escaped Alcatraz. Ooh, I need some help.
That's interesting.
Oh, well, would you look at there? They blocked off a place where you can't go. That's interesting. That's chaotic. That's so awesome. You know, a blocked off area. That's I've never seen that before. That's crazy.
I mean, you got shit like this on the wall.
You're doomed if you go here. You do not want to enter here. This is the gate to hell. Be gone. Turn around while you still can.
That wall there, literally written on the wall, 666, die, and hell. I probably wouldn't go down that area. Myself. Because why risk it? Why do that? It makes no sense.
Oh, I should set the IR camera up in here. That would be a good spot to set the IR camera up at.
I will admit, like I do in every video, that tunnel there does give me the heebie-jeebies. It really does. It reminds me of that body shoot at Waverly Hills. Y'all remember that? Big long dark tunnel, concrete all around you. All bad vibes from that place.
This cord keeps coming out.
And there's another door that has death written on it, and I probably wouldn't go down that one either. But most of this video is just exploring with nothing happening. But when this video picks up, it goes from 0 to 100 in the blink of an eye.
That's upstairs. Okay. That would suck falling through that. Wandering around here.
Did you hear it? Let's listen to it one more time.
Wandering around here. Wandering around here.
Now, real quick, I guess I was wrong in the beginning of the video. I said that, he caught a full-bodied apparition, which is the best evidence I've ever seen if it's real. He got knocked 10 feet backwards by an invisible linebacker. And he caught dust and mist coming through the ground. And, what are the odds of that? And I said that he caught a Class A EVP. I was wrong. He got 2 Class A EVPs in one video.
Not really though. But still. I probably shouldn't touch this with my bare hand.
What do you mean there? What are you even talking about? You just put a fuse in an old fuse box and it's missing a fuse anyways. It's as if you thought putting that fuse in was going to turn the whole power back on everywhere or something, even though the middle of it's missing a big old gigantic fuse. That's broke, by the way.
Alright. Let's keep going.
And I kinda, during this last clip I just showed you, I kinda saw something that is what I like to call vandalism, okay? When you take spray paint and you spray paint your name on a wall, that's vandalism. Look at this. And this is the reason people can't go to these abandoned locations, is because graffiti like this, that just so happens to say Urbex Hill YouTube, which is the name of the guy's channel that we're doing this debunk on. Now he could say a fan went there because he's been there before, but what do you guys think? The name of your channel is Urbex Hill, right? Because that's what the graffiti says, is Urbex Hill. Now granted, you could say, well, I didn't do that. A fan come here and done that. I don't know though. Got bad vibes.
Really cold in here. Look, you can see my breath now. Look. Like, that's how you know I'm not lying. But look, I'll do it out here.
Cold spots. You know, that's a natural occurrence as well. Don't necessarily mean ghosts are draining all the heat and using that to manifest. That's science. Also, I just want to point out, when you're in that one room and you can see your breath, your voice sounds different, like you're closer to the camera, and the light's different to where you can see the breath. But when you turn around and go out there and you're talking, it sounds more muffled, like you're not aiming your breath that way, you're aiming it that way. I could be wrong, but just something I caught.
I know y'all heard that.
As he's moseying around this abandoned location that's supposedly haunted, that bottom camera just so happens to catch the holy grail of what all paranormal investigators seek. He catches it. Oh, not only does he catch it dead center of frame. It kind of like forms in the middle of the frame where the camera's aimed and just walks. But it's real, right, people? That's what everybody's been telling me. He's real. Now, right out of the gate, he catches a full-bodied apparition, the holy grail of all ghost hunters. And this guy caught it.
I got the IR camera set up at the top floor.
Now, this is just an observation that I had, but this camera that I just zoomed in on and showed you, I guess the IR camera. Let me show you a screenshot right here. Does that timer supposed to be moving, or is it, what does that timestamp mean? Comment below, because I have no idea.
Guess I'll go downstairs for a minute. Walk around.
Well, coming up, this clip, I want you to watch it real close because he makes it so small on the screen. He's showing both cameras supposedly at the same time, but he shows the dust fly up, the mist, or whatever it is that I told you about earlier. But it happens, he goes, well, I guess I'm going to go down here. I'm going to go back downstairs. And as he's walking downstairs, the mist pops up, almost like he's dragging something with him across the ground. And it just knocks dust up, and you can't see it because the camera's zoomed out so far and the camera's so far away.
Guess I'll go downstairs for a minute. Walk around.
We're getting into the juicy stuff. Now, keep in mind, this guy's a big old boy, right? This dude looks like he's 280 pounds of solid muscle. Urbex Hill. But I'm going to show you the clip right out of the gate. Then I'm going to explain to you my thought process. Because this 280-pound man is about ready to turn into a rag doll. Check this clip out. Plus, he said he was knocked out unconscious for 10 minutes. Now, let's backtrack and look at it in depth. Y'all know that he walks upstairs and goes over there and sits down, and he gets thrown 10 feet behind him, right? Or he says he got pushed. He got pulled. He didn't get pushed. And I'll show you what I mean here in a few. Trust me, he got pulled. But there's some really odd cuts also that I want to point out. And I want to show you this one starting off. The cut shouldn't even be there. Now, as he goes up to the extremely haunted room, he walks over, and this camera's blocking where he gets jerked to. This camera angle down here. But it wouldn't matter anyway, because right here is a cut as he sits down. Now, keep in mind, he gets all the paranormal dead center of the frame. He gets it perfect every time. That's not coincidence. That's fakery. Now, check this out. There's multiple cuts before he gets thrown. Now, let's look at the second cut that I saw. Now, keep in mind, from the time he goes upstairs, there's like 3 cuts in that short amount of time. There's an awful lot of cuts that happen right before this big paranormal event happens. Like as he sits there, the second cut right about here happens.
Those gotta be raccoons. I can hear them up there.
That's the last yet final cut right before he gets pushed. He got pulled. But we'll get to that. Now, are the cuts suspicious? Yes. 3 cuts as he enters that one room right before he gets jerked. Yes, that is suspicious. But it really doesn't matter because I got something a little bit better. Keep in mind, he said he was knocked out like 10 minutes once he hit the ground, and it looked like he hit pretty hard. But you know, that's the life of a stuntman and the life of somebody that fakes paranormal. That's if he got knocked out. I'm not going to show him laying there going because it adds nothing to what the debunk is, and this is a debunk, and it's coming up soon.
Oh my God. What the fuck just happened?
Now, after he wakes up with his concussion, possible concussion. I mean, you're knocked out 10 minutes, you're concussed somewhere, right? But now we get to the debunk. You're gonna really enjoy this, okay? Now, the clip I'm about to show you is the clip he shows that he zoomed in. What's important about him zooming in? Well, I kind of saw something rather telling. Now this is his zoom, and It has better quality than any zoom I can do because he has the original footage. And as you can see him getting jerked backwards like that, that is, I mean, you catch a full body apparition and now you're getting knocked, 8-10 feet backwards by an invisible entity linebacker. But as you look, he says he got pushed. He didn't get pushed, he got pulled. I've seen enough stuntmen to know what I'm looking at. Now, in his zoom, the one that he shows, see, he has the original footage of what happened. We don't as the audience, right? So when he shows the zoom in, he can add his touches to make it look real, right? Obviously, mask or whatever, because it's a stationary camera. But I brightened the image, and there's a reason I brightened it. Because, well, let me just show you. I brightened the image to see if I could see in it what I saw when I zoomed one of them small pieces in the corner of his video. This is his zoom. I think he masked. Why? Because you can't see much, being as it should be more high quality than my zoom. See? Now you looked at his zoom. That was his zoom, the one he made for his video. Now let's look at my zoom. I took, he had the second camera in the bottom quarter of the video. Well, I zoomed it up, the full picture, because I don't trust Urbex Hill zooms anyway, because he can tamper with it. I figure he probably wouldn't tamper as much with the small one because he's never been debunked before, as far as I know anyway. He'd had no reason to. But I zoomed in and I saw something rather interesting. And at first I didn't see anything when I zoomed in. I didn't see nothing at first. But I got to using my critical brain. I've seen stuntmen do this same maneuver where they get jerked, like through a door, or jerked, knocked backwards. They get what they call piano wire and a harness attached to their back, and they get pulled, and it pulls them. And obviously he didn't do it himself because he flew too far back for him to have done it himself. And I know he didn't get pushed, so the only alternative is that he got pulled. So I was like, man, if he got pulled, like my theory is, then there has to be something behind him pulling him. Let's brighten the image. This 100% shows something pulling him. Look right there. Do you see that? Let's look one more time. He's sitting there, and did you see it? Yes, you can literally see what's pulling the guy. If you look closely, that's where he lands. That's where his back hits. It's where you see this thing that doesn't appear throughout the whole video in them small videos. I looked everywhere. The only time this artifact appears is when he gets jerked backwards. And it's telling. Trust me, I've watched behind the scene featurettes in action movies and stuff. This is exactly how they do it. Sometimes they'll boat it to the floor and run it out to where somebody, 2 or 3 men, or even 1 man, pulls it, and you can jerk them any direction you want. You can even have one guy off camera and that's it. But this is very telling. After you brighten the image, you can literally see it. It's amazing what brightening an image and zooming in and slowing the image down will actually do for you. And the only way he could prove me wrong completely would be if he took both of these pieces of footage here and showed them to everybody uncut while he's up there. I would like to see that footage and that footage, both angles, uncut. Now, Urbex Hill, why don't you explain that one? Explain how that only shows up when the paranormal happens, and it just so happens to be not only where the paranormal happens, but supports the theory that I made. Oh, he'll probably come here and say, well, you probably added that yourself. I ain't got that good at editing skills, first off, and anybody can go to your video, zoom in on not your zoom, but the small camera zoom, brighten the image, and you can see the rope or whatever it is, piano wire, whatever it is being used. You can see it, literally see it. Bam, I'm that good. But I do want to take the time to look at the full-bodied apparition one more time. And as for the stationary camera that's recording the see-through figure, you remember how I showed you how it's very easy to make a see-through figure when your camera isn't moving? That's all this is. Can I prove it? No. But the other debunk, it's 100% proven. But this one, I can't because there's not enough to go on. Stationary cameras, I told you guys, you put a camera still, you can do anything. You can make people look see-through. I've showed you guys in multiple videos the fact that he got a full-bodied apparition dead in the center of the camera, and him getting jerked 20 feet backwards by his buddy off camera, dead center. And oh, I found a couple of more Class A EVPs, the best EVPs I've ever heard, if they're real, right? He caught all of this in one video. You think about that. Think about it just a second. One video, he caught all this stuff. Well, I guess he's just lucky, huh?
It's a weird noise in this room.
Yes, he caught multiple Class A EVPs in a video. He caught a mist coming out of the ground. He got jerked 10 feet backwards, and he caught a full-bodied apparition in one video. Well, I guess that's pretty much recapped, right? I guess that. But, hey, you're busted, pal. You can't explain what I just showed. You can't do it. I guarantee you he'll say I added it. But you guys know I don't do that. I don't add nothing. I show you, I'll brighten it or whatever, and I'll change contrast and stuff to see if I can see anything. But I don't add stuff. I ain't biased. Like I said, I don't know this guy. I don't hate any of the people I debunk. I have nothing against any of them. I just do this because you guys like it and I like it. And as far as I'm concerned, that's 100% a debunk. As far as that one piece of evidence, there's something on that camera that backs my theory, and it's a pretty good something. And you can see it plain as day. Whew. Anyway, guys, hey, a lot more content coming out. I love you guys and I appreciate you. The secret word is GAIN. G-A-I-N. Oh, and I have a members now. You can have a little hockey mask beside your name. I'm just saying. I know it's selfless promotion, but hey, you gotta do it. It's like the YouTube thing, right? Plus, I never mention it. I love you guys. I appreciate you. And I'll see you in the next video. Y'all come back now, you hear?